Welcome to What the nominated for the best news show on the Prisoner News Network. It's an honor to be nominated, but I'll probably end up losing out to Say Yes to the Tattoo or Felony Rehab. Let's get a preview of tonight's show from the light of my life and better half, Isis Love. Tell the good folks what we have in store for tonight's show, babe.
Thanks, Jimmy. Okay, issue number 1 is monogamy making us miserable. We're going to have to find out which of our panelists have their therapists, their pharmacists, and their liquor stores all on speed dial. Topic number 2, in France, a man is sued for refusing to have sex with his wife. Actually, I don't really see what the problem is here. Is it that she didn't get enough money? Is that what we're talking about? Oh, okay. Anyway, why don't we just go on to issue number 3? Are men more dumb after flirting with women? Personally, I'm not sure how you'd be able to tell a difference. I kind of suspect Jenna might be the only panel member with some intelligent insight on this topic. And finally, issue number 4. Are men more attracted to men with deep... Are women more attracted to men with deep male voices? And really, follow-up question, does this mean we'll be hearing James Earl Jones as the new voice for our vehicle navigation systems?
Thank you very much, babe. We'll see you at the end of the show. All right. If the NCAA had a contest for brains, they'd be in the Final Four. But enough about cheerleader Rhodes Scholars. Let's meet tonight's panel. Starting with the far chair, it's library worker Jenna Christ. She's so hot, lava uses her to take a steam bath. In the middle chair, it's attorney at law Mel Patterson. If shrewd negotiating skills was a text message in a car, teenagers would do him, but only in the back seat, just to be safe, right? In between them, it's former Starbucks and Pete's barista and professional midget cage fighter. It's James Ilg. If profound insights was a save opportunity, pitchers would blow him in the bottom of the 9th inning. Finally, sitting next to me, it's amateur artist and extremely minor league hockey player Bill Morgan. If class was a pair of skinny jeans, housewives would squeeze into him. Issue number 1. Is monogamy a monotony? And if you can't be with the one you love, should you just choose all of the above? Relationship columnist Dan Savage suggests that heterosexual couples should approach relationships like gay men. Not from behind. Says Savage about his relationship with his gay partner, quote, "We are faithful to each other, but sometimes we have sex with other people," unquote. He proposes that humans are not meant to be sexually monogamous and that couples should adopt the GGG approach, which stands for good, giving, and game, as opposed to, well, never mind. If couples can't fulfill one another's desires, says Savage, perhaps the best thing is to go outside the marriage for a while, if that's what it takes to make the relationship survive. Or perhaps they can just do this instead. He's, I think he's pretty much multitasking. He's getting his Segway washed. He's taking a shower, right? And I think he's also doing his laundry, right? And given the top of his head, he's getting a haircut, too. So, anyways. So, let's see. Who's married on this? Mel! You buying this or not?
Well, to be honest with you, Jim, I'd have to go with this because I think monogamy is certainly killing my relationship.
Oh well, gee, you're not anticipating your wife watching the show, are you?
No, the truth is that I think that if I could convince her that monogamy was bad for our relationship, then it would be a little easier on both of us.
Wait a minute, would the openness go both ways?
No,
because?
Well, because the study says. Doesn't the study say men?
Nope.
So you're hoping that if your relationship is open, she'll not bother you as much. She'll get from outside.
No, I'm thinking that if the relationship is more open, then there will be more sexual freedom for men.
Mel, that's not your real name, is it?
Have your cake and eat it too, huh?
Yeah. Well, Jenna, what do you think? Knowing that your boyfriend's in the studio watching the show.
Well, on the one hand,
he is? You have a boyfriend?
You know how I feel about you, James.
Just friends, James. Just friends.
Well, I do think that society tends to view relationships as sort of something cookie-cuttered, like you have to, like American society is very much serial monogamous, and you go from one relationship to another. So I can understand how for other people, maybe it'd be better to have something like Dan Savage says, where they have some sort of understanding. But on the other hand, that's not something that I want either. So I know if my partner went somewhere else, I would be rather upset. Okay. And I'm sure the reverse is true, that he would be upset if I went somewhere else. So
no, we wouldn't.
Oh, you're hoping.
Says you. You sweet talker. I keep saying no.
Now, James, you've been married. How many times have you been married before, James?
5 now.
5. Okay. What do you have to say to this? You think would it have been better if you would have been allowed to go elsewhere?
Well, why? With 5, where else are you going to go?
No.
Anyway.
Oh, wait. You said you've been married 5 times, not 5 all at once, right?
Oh, was that the question?
Yeah. I thought you were 5 one at a time. Did I make an assumption that I shouldn't have made?
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, this guy, I don't know what. I think he is just, I believe, just trying to justify being unfaithful to his partner, and going to great lengths in trying to explain why it's okay for gay men to have sex with outside their relationships.
Okay, but do you think monogamy would work with gay men? Not that you would have personal knowledge, I know.
I really don't understand
that question to James
too.
Bill, what do you think?
I think that we've hit on a point here, and that is, I think an open relationship is better. Because, a lot of times you're just like, damn it, woman, I am not a machine. Go elsewhere.
Is that what they say to you?
They just can't get enough, right?
Exactly. It's like, I know you took a number, but, this is 6 tonight, and I just can't, So, yeah, definitely.
Is that why you just get the plug-in device? Never mind. Anyways, so
hit the remote control.
Hit the remote control.
Yeah, right.
There you go. So, anyways, then
but maybe.
Yeah, there you go. So then, what would the difference be between open versus cheating?
Honesty.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Huh?
Yeah. Typical woman, right?
Yeah. What did she say?
No one knows what that
What's
is.
that?
Yeah.
It's cheating if it's a secret and the person is upset.
Yeah,
If it's an open relationship, it means that there's a pre-existing agreement.
I think what I'm hearing is it's cheating if the woman says it is.
Oh,
that's what I'm hearing. That's exactly what I'm hearing.
That's what she said.
Oh, I'm gonna go to issue number 2 before I get Mel in any more trouble. Issue number 2: should there be a court date for a failure to consummate? If you choose to abstain, should you still be a pan? A court in Nice, France, I think I mispronounced that, fined a 51-year-old man for failing to have sex with his wife under Article 215 of France's Civil Code, which states that married couples must agree to, quote, a shared communal life. 2 years ago, the court granted the wife a divorce after she claimed her husband failed to attend to her needs through 21 years of marriage. Wow, that's a long time. Then she came back and sued him for 10,000 euros for his failure to do the deed. He claimed tiredness and health problems prevented him from taking care of business. Wonder what made him so tired? I'm thinking something like this.
Those Frenchmen. What will they think of next?
This is number 2 behind Terry Lewis.
Leave the stairs alone.
I think
Apparently he was having an affair with the stairs.
stairs, not
Why his wife wasn't getting any.
I think we found the problem.
Yeah.
All right.
Be open about it.
Was he open about it? An open relationship with the stairs. All right. Hey, Mel, you're the only lawyer on the panel, or the only person who admits to being a lawyer on the panel. So, do you agree or disagree with this verdict?
Well, we're talking about the French here. Come on. I mean, my God, how much is enough? You know? Oh, is it statutorily required that you do it a certain number of times in France or something? I mean, you know, and 21 years, I mean, after, you know, if there's a 21-year gap, well, you know, what happened prior to that? I mean, is there a cutoff point? I mean, you know, the law has to specify these things.
But I want to see where the breakdown is, though. I mean, okay, 10,000 euros. What does that break down into? Like, how many times per session?
In today's
money, how much
does
it cost per session?
In today's money, it's about $50.
$50. Well, if she's only worth $50, then I understand.
Well, didn't she only get 2,400 something? She wasn't awarded the full amount, so.
We're talking euros here. They're not worth a damn.
Well, I don't know. Compared to the U.S. dollar, I don't know what the dollar
well,
euro
maybe
conversion
the court did take a look at her and said, "Well, not even $50.
You're
sorry,
not worth
man.
10,000, babe.
Here's a quarter.
Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares.
Yeah.
Mazel tov.
That's right.
Bill, what do you think?
I think that's precisely the problem. Is you know, there's a little-known section 217 sub A of that same code that says if the woman is butt ugly, you get off, or rather, she doesn't.
So you don't buy the Mel, you're the lawyer. You've heard of the term the eggshell skull plaintiff.
Yeah.
Is there something as the butt ugly wife plaintiff?
Again, this is France.
All right.
You know, you never know. The French, they do some strange things, and frankly, this is the strangest law I've ever seen.
Really?
Almost.
There you go. Okay. Now you've all heard the saying that marriage is a contract, right? Right.
Yeah,
okay.
More like a sentence. But okay.
Yes.
What would constitute full performance if in a contractual setting?
Well, in this case, I would imagine that the contract has been abrogated by mutual intent because the two parties did not have the same mutual intent to form the contract, and therefore, you know, he figured he could knock off after a certain period of time for, you know, the duration, and she wanted it going forward for the entire duration.
Yeah, but the ruling basically says that it's an implied covenant of the contract that the man must pleasure the wife, right?
Understood. But we didn't say that he didn't pleasure the wife. It's just for how long and how much.
You think foreplay would be a requirement of the, under this law, Jenna?
I don't even know. It's so weird. And how was it worded? It was just that they were in some sort of covenant together, and then I don't know. It's just a strange interpretation of the law.
All right.
And how did they count them anyway? Were they counting orgasms, or were they, you know, how were they?
You know, if it was a construction
together,
contract, there'd be a hell of a punch list, is what I'm saying.
You know,
Foreplay, lack thereof.
Sadly, we ran out of time. So, what does a sweater sewn from human hair look like? Jenna Christ will show us and discuss her new work-from-home business after our next break. Sweater. Wow, Mel, that's the largest areola I've ever seen on a man. Oh, we're back. Issue number 3. Will you lower your IQ score if you try to score? Raboud University Nijmegen in the Netherlands, I'm sure I totally butchered that, tested men's cognitive function after flirting with women and discovered men had a lower cognitive function after going down in flames. Those engaging in same-sex interactions fared much better on the follow-up cognitive task than the men who interacted with women. This effect was present regardless of whether the participants were romantically involved or single. Also, this effect was even stronger when the male participant reported higher attraction to the opposite sex person, which I assume is a woman. For more, we turn to our science correspondent, Sally Planker. Sally, your thoughts?
Oh, this is my... Okay, you gotta hurry. Wait. Go.
oh, ow.
Oh, God.
I think I lost a couple of IQ points just watching that. Sally didn't really add anything to the conversation, did she? Oh, well. Anyways,
That was the rebuttal.
There's the rebuttal.
There you go.
All right, Jenna, as the smartest person at the table, what do you have to say to this? You buying this or not?
Sure, I don't know. I mean, the term tongue-tied, you know, you just talk to someone that you find very attractive and you get sort of flustered, so...
Yes, but this is after the talking.
After the talking.
After the-
Yes, it lasts.
Yes, it lasts.
I don't know.
Unlike certain people at the table, right?
It gets like hormones or testosterone pumping or something, and all the blood rushes out of their brains to their nether regions, and I guess...
Yeah, that's where it goes.
I guess that's what happens.
So you're buying this, right?
Sure, I don't know. I don't have any experience being a man flirting with a woman, so...
But have you yourself as a woman observed it in men after they've spoken to you?
I don't know. I was busy leaving.
Hate to see her go, but love to watch her leave, I guess. All right, Bill, since I skipped you on the last segment, what do you have to say to this?
It's probably just a question of osmosis. It's like if somebody stands next to you for too long, they will walk away smelling slightly of fish.
Right.
And if you stand next to a woman, you just dumb down a little bit until you get a safe distance, and then suddenly you regain everything.
Is it fish or mutton?
Mutton. So, yeah, there you go.
So it's that the woman has the low concentration of intelligence and the man has the high concentration of intelligence.
I'm
so
surprised that
when
you
they
got
stand next
that.
to each other,
Yeah.
well, I've been next to you guys for
Well,
so long. So,
maybe it
so
flows the
sort
other
of
way then.
Flows,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So have you noticed that effect? Have you yourself
I
noticed
sense a
that?
disagreement.
Have you noticed that effect, Bill? The
I have.
osmosis going the other way?
Yeah, I find that women, if I spend enough time around them, generally get a little smarter.
Okay, so of the guys, of the three of you at sitting in the middle, you're the smartest dude right now?
Because I'm the furthest away from the beautiful woman? Yes, I think that's true.
But you are next to Jim.
And he is a good looker, too. And not as feminine as you, but close.
So does ISIS have some competition going on here?
Yeah, but my areola is not as big as Mel's.
Yes, well. Indeed.
Game over.
And Eric,
Yes.
what? I'm sorry, I'm sitting next to Jenna.
Yeah, right. Forget it. You're going to be lost for the rest of the
James,
show. You want to switch chairs?
You won't be offended if I just skip you through this segment, right?
Yeah, you buy this well, but it does explain a lot of things about me, though.
Such as?
Your life.
Exactly.
Such
yeah.
as?
I'm surrounded by beautiful women all the time. That's why.
It's those 5 wives, yes.
It's just 5 wives, that's right. They're all lookers, right, James?
How was the weather in Salt Lake City this time of year?
I don't know. I don't get out much.
I see.
Intelligence reduction times 10.
They won't let him out of the compound, pretty much. Mel, what do you think?
Well, I mean, it's obvious. I mean, after all, I'm a perfect example. My marriage started out with flirting, and then I got married.
Oh, dumb.
There you go.
Yeah. Ooh.
It says Mel, not his real name.
So I assume you went to law school before you got married?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. See, there you go. Finish law school before
right.
you get married, guys. So it's
Well,
all
I
right.
put the cap on it, though.
Oh, did you?
After law school, whatever intelligence you have left is gone.
Is that really true?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Careful what you cap, though. She's going to sue you.
All right. Let's go to issue number 4, shall we? Issue number 4. If your voice is baritone, will it make the ladies moan? A study by David Smith and colleagues from the University of Aberdeen discussed if men want women to remember they should speak to them in a low-pitched voice. Then, depending on what they remember about you, they may or may not rate you as a potential mate. They found that memory in women is sensitive to a male voice pitch, a cue important for mate choice because it can indicate genetic quality as well as signal behavioral traits undesirable in a long-term partner, such as antisocial behavior or lack of warmth. The authors found that women had a strong preference for low-pitched male voice bleh, and remembered objects more accurately when they had been introduced by a deep male voice. I think we have some of the footage of the research here.
Ja, eerst met die over ongeloof.
Ongeloof is eigenlijk het juiste woord. Ongeloof is eigenlijk het juiste woord wat Rijke hier hanteert. Dat was bij mij dus ook mijn eerste gewaarwording. Dat ik dacht, dat kan niet.
Excuseer, dames en heren. Dus, je probeert dan terug je toekomst.
There's them French again.
There you go.
Hey, as bad as my show is, I don't think I would ever completely lose it in a serious interview. So you got to give me some. You got to give me that, right?
Well, I mean, first you'd have to do a serious interview. That's the problem.
Well, yeah. I guess you got a point there. Let's see here. Who am I going to go to first? Mel, I'll go to you first. You buying this or not?
I really don't know, so I'm not taking any chances. The next time I go to a bar, I'm going to drop my voice down about 3 octaves.
When you go to the bar, is your wife going to be with you?
It's part of their open arrangement.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah. There you go.
What about you, James?
Well, I don't know. I'll have to try it out. I like the old James Earl Jones thing that Isis was talking about earlier, though. That explains why, Darth Vader had such a huge following by the females.
Well, wait a minute. There was only 2 women in all those 3 movies. If you notice that?
No, I mean off camera.
Off camera.
I think C-3PO was a woman.
Was it really?
Yeah, so.
I wouldn't know. You didn't. Yeah, I guess they didn't put genitalia on the droids.
Yeah.
But however you want to interpret that,
I understand you can buy an attachment.
I see you have a robot kink.
Yeah. Jenna.
Well,
I see 3 of you.
My personal shopper here tells me that when you go to the store, they will sell you an attachment. So.
Jenna, do you think this explains Mike Tyson's problems with women?
Yes, among other things. But it certainly explains Barry White's success as well.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for going way back. That makes me feel better.
Let's get it on.
Yeah, Barry's dead if I'm not mistaken. But he probably died with a smile on his face.
He probably
Barry
died happy.
will live forever. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lives on in the sex lives of many people.
All right.
Because women remember his voice.
They remember his voice. There you go. Oh, that's right. And if you remember, you still live, right?
Well, that's been my experience is that women do remember the deep ones.
How would you know?
How would that be your experience?
That's been my experience. That's all I'm going to say.
The deeper they go, the more memorable.
They tell you lots of stories, don't they?
He brought the attachment. Yes, obviously. So then, wait a minute. So James, I'll throw this out to you. Then, if this is true, you know who Ted Williams is, right? Not the baseball player, but the more recent Ted Williams.
Oh yeah, right.
Should he just go get himself a sugar mama?
Yeah, if he can find one like in Skid Row, yeah, sure.
No, that's not sugar mama. That's the opposite of sugar mama. That's like salt mama or something. Sugar mama, right?
Yeah, I thought that was shopping cart lady.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, so Mel, if I for some reason I get the impression you're in the dumping phase. So if you wanted to dump a woman, is the best way to dump her then just to take a hit of helium and then dump her?
Wow.
I haven't tried that, Jim, but thanks for the suggestion. I'm going to give it a shot.
Would that work with you, Jenna?
Hey, baby, we're so over.
Does that work?
I'd run the other direction, yeah.
All right.
Michael Jackson.
All right. So we're done with the segment. Oh, thank you for not getting me in trouble with the FCC. Up on our next segment, Barack Obama does an interview on any show but this one after the next break. Oh, Jenna, get that cantaloupe off from between your legs. We're on. Oh, we're on. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we're at our fact-checking stage. So let's go to Isis Love in the newsroom. Hey, honey buns, how did we do today?
Hi, Jimmy. Well, a couple things about the first issue about monogamy. Mel, I do know your wife, and I really think I'm going to have to give her a call after this show.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, honey, no, you're blowing it out of proportion. Or did I blow it out of proportion? There's
plenty of proportion to go around.
All I know is getting very bad.
Sorry about that, honey. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's okay. The only other point I wanted to make on that segment is I fully agree with Jenna. Cheating is defined as what a woman says. So if you guys all remember that, I think we're good on everything else.
Together.
For topic number 2, the Frenchman ordered to pay money to his wife for not having sex. First of all, I think the gentleman in the photograph might be some relation to me. I'm not really sure. If we could get maybe an address for him. long lost contact.
Well, I think his Segway is registered to the DMV, so we could probably track him down through there, babe.
Okay. For those who really are interested, the 10,000 euros, by the way, breaks down to $13,496, which is about $53 a month. So I'm thinking the judge probably took one look at the guy and figured he wasn't really worth that much, and that's why the woman got so little.
That's a cost of a ticket to Disneyland, isn't it?
But not the E-ride.
Also, James, just one quick point. You mentioned subsection 217A, that if the wife is butt ugly, she gets nothing. There's also subsection 217B, which says if the man's small, then the woman gets double.
James, you're in trouble, James. I'm sorry.
I'm going to have to borrow the extension.
That's right.
Or are you just assuming because I'm an Asian man that's small? I think that's kind of racist.
Well, you know, I don't want to say that I have known ISIS before you met her, but, well, we won't go there.
And here I thought size didn't matter.
Turning to topic number 3, whether or not men become a little less intelligent after speaking to a woman. First of all, from personal experience, I wholly agree with the study. I think that men do lose quite a bit of intelligence because they're not actually looking or paying attention to what you're saying. They're just looking a little bit below the neck level.
Babe, it's hard to look below your neck level.
Yeah, Bill, as far as your theory about osmosis and men becoming dumber because they're absorbing it from the woman, I really just think probably you're not going to have to worry about that anytime in the near future. I don't think any women are going to be standing next to you.
We got a minute left, babe. Anything else?
No, pretty much it, I think. Deep male voice, I definitely agree the deeper the better. I'm going to have to go with Bill on that one.
See, she did say that.
Well, I told you that I had a relationship with her before she met you, so when she says the deeper the better, Jim, I don't know that she's talking about you.
I don't think she's talking about you either. Thank you, babe. All right. So, thank you very much, babe. Got anything else?
Nope, that's it. Thank you, honey bunny.
All right. Great job, baby. Hey, guys, awesome. And I'm glad you guys all finally got to meet the special lady, even though you claimed to have met her earlier. So, thank you very much for everybody for watching the show. Thank you to the guests. Awesome. Crew, awesome. Later.